I'm still amazed by watching those people, looking in their eyes, and they're just so happy seeing us play, and there's something happened to them that we kind of deliver that makes them really happy, and it's kind of a good feeling that you get. You get a lot of good feeling back, you get a lot of attention, that we need in a way. It's a drug. It's also something that drives you. One of the ideas was trying to bring the wall back on stage. There was one concept I felt like, well, this could be an interesting concept, especially with our background, living in the East, person escaping from East to West. There was something that, we thought, we haven't really done, but it could be an interesting subject, to play with, bringing the whole idea of the wall and breaking them down and stuff, which we kind of do in the beginning, actually. But in the end of the day, I think it's the whole concept of the music and the light, obviously the stage, the pyrotechnic that kind of brings it together and makes it so unique. The most important thing for a band actually is the chemistry between every individual in the band. And I learned my lesson really early in my life when I was playing in a band where I hated the bass player. After a while I could not take it anymore, so I exchanged the bass player. And then I realized when somebody else came that the chemistry wasn't there anymore. Even though I really hated him, he had a part in a band that was really important. And that's what I see also in RAMMSTEIN. I think that I always believe that every individual, it doesn't matter what he does, it's really important for the band. We know that deep down, and I mean, of course there are moments, where you think maybe it's time, or you can't take it anymore and stuff. But there's also something, at least for me, that I realized that's something bigger than my personal ego, which is RAMMSTEIN. Pussy was always such an extreme different song to all the other songs, and we felt like if you do a totally different visual video to it, it could be actually a really interesting song. And we talked to Jonas about some other songs actually, and then we were sending him the song Pussy, and we got an email back 3 hours later, basically saying hey guys, let's make a revolution, let's shoot a porn. I have to laugh about it. I was showing the video to my daughter, she's 18, and she was laughing too. So I don't really think it's that controversial.
Too big, too small, size does matter after all.
We knew in the beginning that obviously it would not, be played by TV, obviously. Then after the shooting, we realized, okay, if we can show it on YouTube or on our site, then just put it on the porn site. So after 2.5 weeks, I guess, we had 14 million clicks. What I really liked about this is the whole idea that we never lost our spontaneous naivety that we have to create certain things, that we not censor ourselves in the beginning by telling us, we can't do this, because if we do this, we're not showing up on MTV or whatever.
You got a pussy. I have a dicker. So what's the problem? Let's do it quick.
We're thinking about doing it one of those kits, and then we thought of what's out there, what never happened, or what nobody did before, and it just came up with the dildo idea. I don't know, my idea was to also put a black one in there, but it didn't happen, so maybe in the future we have a limited edition. always think that we have this huge master plan, you know, to follow. There's not such a thing as a master plan. We're not thinking right now to topping us. So I think that was never the way that we worked. You know, it always came to a special decision that we made by each song. The next song will get what the song deserves. Do not limit yourself in a way when you create things, because it's not good for you, you know.